Hello, parents. Welcome to Back to School Night. I'm Mr. Connell, and I'd like to share a few things about myself and the classes that you'll find your students in. I've been teaching here at East for over 25 years. I'm married with 3 children. I got my Master of Science in Physics from NIU, and this year I'm teaching AP Physics 1, AP Physics 2, AP Physics C, and I'm coaching Scholastic Bowl. This year, a focus will be typically on collaboration and student engagement. That includes hands-on activities, opportunities for think, pair, share, and time in class to work together with classmates. Some practice for homework, but especially AP classroom videos are ways to introduce topics that I'll be assigning for homework. It is very important that students ask questions during class. I understand that it might be a little bit of anxiety for students to ask questions, but it's almost certain that if your student has a question, other students also have that question. Assignments that are made usually are reflected in Schoology, and those assignments might either be on AP Classroom, the online textbook, or with worksheets that have been made by our staff here. A little bit later, I'm going to go through the Schoology and tour around Schoology. With the agenda that's on Schoology, a lot of times there's links that would connect to worksheets, but also there will be opportunities to have those worksheets printed out if the need be. A few things in my syllabus I'd like to go over. First of all, this has my schedule. It says for Physics 2, but it's applicable to all the classes. It shows that my third and fourth period are times that I have open. And of course, I have before and after school available for helping students if they can find the time to do it then. If you have questions or concerns, you can leave a voicemail at this number. And I usually get back with emails too, so sending an email would be okay. And here's my email. I invite you to go ahead and write anytime you might have questions or concerns. I'd like to talk about a little bit of the topics we'll be covering in the different classes for AP Physics 1. Most of it is called mechanics. That includes kinematics, which is motion, dynamics, which is force, energy and momentum, rotation, and then we end the year with gravitation and simple harmonic motion. For Physics 2, that includes fluids, that's what we're on now, thermodynamics, electric forces and fields, circuits and magnetism, and then at the end of the year, optics and modern topics. And for Physics C, we do a lot of the similar mechanics topics, a lot of the similar electricity and magnetism topics, but we also include quite a bit of calculus in those topics as well. The breakdown of scoring in my class: homework and quizzes are each worth 5%. Lab reports and classwork is worth 20%. Tests are worth 50%, and the final exam is worth 20%. I have a pretty standard 90, 80, 70, 60 grading scale for grades. So this is Schoology. One of the first things I wanted to show is this is a calendar, and it shows sort of some long bars that have topics on them, and then sort of individual daily bars that show individual assignments. This is an example from Physics C, but the same thing goes for all of the physics classes that I teach. One of the things to notice is that if you were to look at the course for any of my AP Physics, usually at the top is the most recent topic, and what we see is an agenda that's right here. And so that's updated every day about what we have in class and links to videos and worksheets that are being worked on that day, regardless of where that is. And then all of the other materials can be found here. There's reference guides for getting links to the online text, the AP Classroom that I mentioned earlier, and some equation and guide sheets that are available. Looking at AP Classroom, that is a site that College Board uses. And so there's videos on here. I tend to assign those as ways of introducing topics so that we can spend class time applying those topics. And there's also topic questions that help test students on their understanding of those topics. And then the textbook, over here on the left, you can actually access the textbook. It's called eText, and the assignments here automatically grade to show if a student has done these problems correctly, and we can discuss those in class if there's any problems with any of them. Well, thanks very much for listening to my spiel about AP Physics. I hope you feel free to ask me any questions or email me or call me with any concerns at the email and phone number that I left you at the beginning. Thank you very much. Good night.